ordered $2,000 worth of the Master 1200 steam cleaner for me. Using stolen credit cards. And he was running through the credit cards on the computer. The cops were listening to this. And I tell the order taker, this is the real Christopher Ron. This is a fraudulent order. And Kuhn says, that's my friend. He's drunk. I said, oh, do you want to sound drunk? I said, that's a fraudulent. I warned you. You're taking a fraudulent order. The guy went through 6-8 credit cards before one grab. So I think I bumped into an international ring of some sort.
It was a myth, of course. At least it started as a myth. I know. I was there. I saw his eyes.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
It's World Class again.
Yeah,
I know I said I wouldn't call you back, but I was concerned because you said something about credit card fraud last night. And from talking to people today, you know, people are saying that that's not true. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
Oh, I can let you listen to the audio. As a matter of fact, I'll post it.
To where?
To YouTube.
I want to hear it. Because I don't think anybody that I deal with has done anything like that. Maybe some, like, little kids. Where are you going to post it?
YouTube.
What's your YouTube?
Stage Man.
Well, I know that. I think I looked at your YouTube like one time, maybe. I didn't see anything of importance. So I left. Stage Man is close?
Huh?
Is it called Stage Man is close?
No, Stage Man.
By the whole, then I know. Well, I'm looking up still. Hold on. Alright, there's your channel. What's it called?
Well, it's not up there yet.
Oh, what the hell?
I'll post it so people will know. You know, if you believe any of these guys, then that means...
I don't think that anybody from our community would do that. Not from the people that I know. Maybe the people who are being, like, fucking followers, you know what I'm saying? Like, the kids that come along. Because I didn't... Like, it was late when I called you last night, and I didn't really pay attention to what was going on, but that's the one thing that stuck out. And I was like, no way somebody would do some shit like that.
You're crazy.
Especially with a credit card number, Chris. Let's be realistic here. Like, who would want to risk
Do you know that 3 guys harassed a young man who was mentally unbalanced and he committed suicide?
Who?
Well, I can't get into that. You don't realize, you think you know these guys? You don't know these guys.
I don't claim to know them, but I've never heard a prank call where anybody has ever used a credit card number and tried to send something.
Oh, do you think they're going to post
I've heard
that?
where they send cabs through your store.
Yeah, do you think they're going to post that? And by the way, that's against the law. Did you know that?
What? Sending cabs to somebody's house?
Yeah.
What about, like, I've done that when I was a little kid, like send pizza and Chinese food to
That's
people's
against
houses.
the law.
Oh, well. I don't think the cops really have time for that sort of stuff, but, I mean, I guess.
Well,
but I don't think anybody really...
Do you know that they harass the police? Do you know that they've dispatched fire? Do you know when they've dispatched police here multiple times? They dispatched fire here multiple times? That's a felony, incarcerable for up to and including 10 years, if they're caught. Now, if somebody died while they were here on a prank call and they were needed elsewhere, it turns into a murder charge.
A murder charge? Who died?
No, I said if somebody died when they dispatched a prank call. Huh?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I wouldn't expect you to know all these laws.
Yeah, well, but I don't think that credit card thing's true. I'll be honest with you.
Well, that doesn't.
That's the one thing that stuck out in my memory last night.
Yeah, but dude, it doesn't matter what you believe. You've got no idea. It doesn't matter what you believe.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Because
it matters to you. It doesn't matter to the real world.
I've heard calls in here. I've heard calls in Vent and stuff, and I haven't heard anywhere anybody's ordered stuff 5 times trying to use fake credit card numbers. That's like serious business right there, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to let you listen to the audio. But you're recording it, so I can't do that.
Oh, of course, Chris. I record every single, like even when my mom calls, I record it pretty much.
Well, in this state,
I got
it's against the law. It's against the law unless you inform the person you're recording it, and unless
Chris,
you get permission.
I'm not recording it. You're just in Vent, so everybody who's in Vent right now can hear you.
Yeah, but if it's recorded, it's a violation of law.
Well, I'm not recording you. You're just in Vent. That's why you hear the noise of that. Kind of goes. Because when
but I'll post that. It's going to take me some time, but I'll post that.
I want to hear, because I want to see
prove your point. You're going to.
Because I seriously don't believe, and that's the only reason I'm not going to prank you anymore, Chris. I'll call you to talk to you and stuff like that and discuss this matter further, but I retort at this point and think that that's false information.
Well, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Police know it's true. Police were standing right here.
When somebody ordered something to your business, but what did they order?
Well, the item really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it kind of does. If it was like a big item, it would matter.
No, it wasn't a large item. It was many of a smaller item.
It would be great if it was a sex toy. I'll be honest. I would think that was a very funny call, but I want to hear.
Oh, you will. I'll tell you what. Call me back, and I got to locate it. Call me back in about 2 hours.
2 hours? Jesus Christ, Chris.
This was 2 years ago.
My schoolwork fast, just so I can call you up and find out about this credit card thing.
This is 2 years old. This is.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. I'll call you back in 2 hours then, sharp, 11 o'clock on the dot.
Yep, you got it.
Later.
Bye.
Where's the video? It's 11 o'clock. I told you, sharp.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm on...
Well, you did. You guess what, dude?
What?
Well, first off, I got to let you know that my phone lines have been monitored for some time, years.
And mine too.
So, after we got off the phone, and you know something? It's all the time. It's almost like, you know how Hulk Hogan, there was a reality show with Hulk Hogan and Gene Simmons. And technically speaking, the cameras are on so much, you forget they're there. Well, same here. Well, the cops called me and told me, says, I can't do that. They says, there's nothing else out there that is exactly like that. You can't have that recorded and duplicated. It will throw shit off, not to mention you'll be tampering with evidence, and so it's a no-go. There's one recording that's prima facie evidence. They have a copy of it, I have a copy of it. Now, they don't want me to have a copy of it because I almost forgot. So, long story short is that it ain't going to be heard by anybody other than a prosecuting attorney, federal prosecuting attorney.
Oh, come on, Chris. I want to hear some evidence is what I want to hear because I don't believe...
Well, you know something? World class, it really doesn't matter what you want, dude.
It's not about what I want. It's just I don't believe, Chris.
I don't care whether you believe me or not. It's not my job to convince you. You're going to tell the truth.
Chris, I've heard every...
Did you know that they recorded a little kid? Hey, did you know that they recorded a little kid?
Yeah, his name is Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. If
yeah.
Recorded my son,
so let me ask you this.
Oh, well, your kid shouldn't be picking up the phone and giving out information. That's the thing.
I see.
That's the thing.
You have the mindset, if somebody leaves their fucking house door open, you have the right to walk in it.
No, I don't have that mindset. The whole point that I think people make
you should pick up the phone. What if your little boy picks up the phone?
My son doesn't pick up the phone.
Yeah, at some point he might.
No, he will never, because I tell him he does not pick up the phone until he...
at some point,
and no,
he's a little boy, he might. And if you don't remember when you were a little kid, shame on you.
I remember as a little kid, and I wasn't allowed to touch the phone. Did you touch the phone when you were little?
Excuse me?
Did you touch the phone when you were little?
Yeah.
Did your parents allow for you to answer the phone?
No, hell no.
While they were there? Exactly.
Hell no. But that's all it takes me is picking it up once. In today's society, that's all it takes. Picking it up once.
Exactly, and that's the point that we...
You know, it was very strict when I was growing up.
Give out information.
You know, I got my ass canned for that. But long story short, you better think about your child.
Listen, Chris.
Your child's future in this country. Because guess what? He may not have one. Chris, if you think what you're doing
has
is
a bright future ahead of him, and listen, Chris, I don't do anything wrong. I am not
wrong
in any sort of way.
You might want to take stock of your ethics and morals.
No, but what do I do wrong, is what I want to know.
Prank calling is wrong. It's unethical, it's inappropriate, it's involving somebody else's life without their permission. That's wrong.
If you're giving out your name and your phone number over the phone, then you're just asking for it.
There's not unlimited freedom in this country. I'm a veteran. I swear not to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. There is not unlimited freedom. We all have to maintain our own boundaries. And our boundaries should never invade other people's boundaries.
Oh, I don't know. Chris, my son
is going to have
a bright future.
You got a little bit more growing up to do.
Nothing that I do is in any way, shape, or form anything maybe
it's unethical, it's inappropriate, it involves other people's lives without their permission.
No. Well, I'm not... How do I include anybody's life? All I do is...
It's harassment.
Chris, anything can be considered harassment.
Oh, so now you're about justifying everything.
No, I'm not...
To validate your position.
Everything. I'm just telling you that anything could be considered harassment.
No, not anything can be considered harassment. See what I said?
In a sense.
You just validated my position. Listen, don't worry. So anyway, long story short is that it doesn't matter to me, World Class, whether you believe me or not. It's not my position to prove to you I'm telling you the truth. You're nothing to me.
Okay, that's fine, Chris. I already told you that your calls bore me, but I'm just telling you that I want to know where this proof of the credit cards is coming from, because...
Why? Why do you care? Why do you care? Even if you found out the truth, you wouldn't believe it, period.
Chris, because I've seen...
Listen, World Class, you missed what I said. Even if you found out, even if you heard it, you wouldn't believe it.
But...
Let's get real.
I didn't see or hear...
Let's get real.
Let's get real here, Chris. In the prank call community, we kind of share with each other, so we hear each other's calls.
Bullshit. You lie to each other.
Okay, bullshit. I know, because I'm there. You don't know.
You lie to each other.
Where are you?
You lie to each other.
No, we don't lie to each other. We share our calls with one another, so I pretty
much think that I
hear some sort of call with fucking credit card numbers getting sent to your address, but I haven't heard not one.
I don't care, man. I don't care.
And that's my point that I'm trying to prove to you. Where are these? That's.
Do you know Nismo?
That's the only reason I called you back.
Do you know Nismo?
I've seen him around a couple of times.
Oh, you've seen him around a couple of times. Okay.
Yeah.
You know 666J1?
Somewhat. Did I what?
Do you know 666J1?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Do you know Brooklyn Mates?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Okay. Do you know
I don't want to talk about names. What I want to talk about is where is this evidence? That's my whole point.
I called you back. You hang out. Listen, don't tell me you don't hang out.
Chris, look, I told you already. I go to work, I come home, and then maybe I come in
as far as I'm concerned, guess what?
What about Mr. Hat?
This is an illusion. Dude, this is an illusion. You don't seem to grasp the concept here. You're not. You're a cartoon. This isn't a real conversation. You are an anonymous caller to some degree, and it can't be taken seriously.
I got quite a few calls, a lot, but I don't. I mean, okay, you don't have to take me seriously, Chris. I'm not trying to get anybody to take me seriously and anybody else, but my whole point is I don't hear any of this audio that you claim is there about somebody.
It doesn't matter. Hey, by the way, I'm not angry, but does it sound like I'm angry?
Credit card fraud is a serious business.
Oh, come on. Not with you guys it isn't.
Listen, credit card fucking fraud is FBI.
Dude, you're part of them.
Do you think the FBI deals with fucking prank
you're
calls?
Concerned. You know why you're concerned? Because you're into credit card fraud yourself.
I don't... Oh, are you serious? No way.
That's why you want to hear it, to see how this is true, to know where you stand.
Let's smoke the
I know you came.
100%, because you're smoking something, because I don't do any sort of fraudulent activities whatsoever. What I do...
Oh, by the way, like I said, my calls are monitored. So,
I don't say anything...
They already know that, by the way, any calls hidden, you're either using Google or Skype.
I don't care.
Or some other free service.
I'm not calling you to harass you in any way, shape, or form. I spoke to you, and we spoke about a situation, and then I called just to inquire because I am just curious about the situation. Because
and that's true. I can hang up any time. So, but I'm trying to get it through your thick skull. You don't know these guys. You don't know what you're into. You're not who you pretend to be.
I'm not pretending to be anybody, Chris. It's what I like.
Listen, if you had a son and you were married, then you're either really inconsiderate of your own family, who you should be protecting with your life.
No, Chris. Chris, don't insult my family. Do you have a family, Chris?
Did you really insult your family?
No, well, you're trying.
Wait a minute,
like every single call.
Are you drinking and smoking something? You heard me insult your family?
Hold on, Chris. Chris, hold on. Every single call that I've made to you thus far, you have tried to put my family into the calls, and that has nothing to do with what I do on my free time.
Your family is you, dumbass.
Yeah, it's me, but right now it's my free time. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
Dude, listen. You're going to get through your thick young skull. You have no time apart outside your family. Your family is part of your life 24/7, 365. All of your actions should comport to that fact. All of your actions should comport to that fact that they are with you in heart and in mind and in time and space 24/7, 365.
How about my son loves certain ones of my prank phone calls. My son truly loves some of them.
Because, wait a minute, listen, dude, you're raising your son. Your son doesn't have his own brain.
No, he has his own brain.
Make a decision.
No, he has his own brain.
No, he doesn't have his own brain. He's a little baby. He's 8 years old. He's a little baby.
No, he's 8. Chris, I know he's 8. I know I raised him.
He's a little baby.
And now he does not. He's a kid.
No, he's not a kid. He's a single-digit human being. Wow. He was able to say a fucking word until he was 2.
No, he said a couple of words before he was 2.
My son's excuse me, a couple of words.
Listen, I'm not trying to fucking fight
dude,
with you.
Man, you got a problem.
I don't know
you got a problem, dude, with your perception of what human life and your role in it is.
I don't know what your fucking problem is, Chris, but I have no problem with you. I'm just trying to find out because you make accusations.
I have a problem. I'm trying to give you a little bit of a heads up. You don't seem to want to take any instruction or any advice because you think you know it all, and I can understand that. You're young,
Chris,
and you're impetuous.
Want to know how old I am? I'll tell you how old I am. I'm 32 years old.
Yeah, young. I got a friend who's 35, and he's still a dumb motherfucker.
Okay. Well, I have a mom who's like 52, and she's about as dumb as you as far as the Internet's concerned. So there we go.
And she's what?
She's about as dumb as the Internet's concerned as you are. Like, as far as, fucking...
Oh, as dumb as the Internet, as far as I am.
So, you know what I mean. Like, as far as, I don't know how to explain it. But, you're insulting me, Chris. Let's not go there. What I'm telling you is I don't think these accusations, what you said about the credit card...
You're a kid.
Real. Because the FBI would be involved in it, Chris. Like, seriously. The FBI... handles shit like that. Credit card fraud is no joke. My mom got her fucking card stolen by somebody, or her number stolen by somebody.
Yep, sorry to hear that.
The bank was on that. So how the fuck did they do not track down somebody who tried to use a false credit card 5 times? How does that make any sort of sense?
No, they are, but the person's across the ocean. Do you know that one of the guys?
Sure they would get
one of the guys that was involved in the little cell that you're involved in.
Have you ever heard of Interpol?
Was from the Middle East. You know what he did? He made a bomb threat to the White House. Hey, is that online?
That's serious fucking business now.
No, is that online?
Because that's serious business, but nobody's...
Yes, it is. It is serious business. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Is that online?
Probably not.
Probably not.
That doesn't have anything to do with the... You said you were going to have...
Hello, you know what's worse? What's worse? Credit card theft or a bomb threat to the White House?
Probably both. Because
No. I would have to say that
a bomb threat would probably be worse, yeah, but whatever.
So
I'm just telling you, you gave me, like last night, like I said, it wasn't, I didn't even want to call you back at all, whatsoever. Because like I said...
you're probably a nice guy and all.
I am, Chris. I'm a nice guy, and that's why I'm calling you. I just want to find out your fucking side of the story.
Listen,
and you're telling me these fucking stories that are, like, outlandish.
Listen, it shouldn't matter to you. You shouldn't be doing it.
I'm not, Chris, I'm not calling you.
No,
I don't think I've...
Hey, hold on for 1 second. Yeah, what's happening? Hello?
That's the fucking cops. No, what's...
You there? You there? Okay, anyway, you shouldn't be doing this. This is a direct reflection. Where's your father?
What?
You have a father?
Yeah, I don't care for him, though.
Aha! See, now I'm starting to see. You wouldn't believe, man, the common denominators here involved in the prank community.
Let me tell you, I have a father, but I don't care for him because he did
Dude, I just got done saying you would not believe the common denominators that cross the spectrum of young males.
I don't hate my daddy. I don't hate my daddy. My daddy, he was a prick, but he's still my dad, and I still love him. I don't hate him. Trust me. He was never my life. I don't hate him, but I still love him. If he died, he would... No, that's not my problem, Chris. I don't have any sorts of problem whatsoever. That is a problem.
A young man shouldn't have to grow up without a father.
Listen,
was your mother married?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a father?
No. I didn't have a father growing up.
Your stepfather wasn't actively involved in your life?
No. But that's fine with me.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, that's great, but I'm just telling you that I'm not concerned about that situation.
I know you're not.
What you fail to realize is you classify everybody who does these sort of things. I'm not going to say what sort of things, because you and I both know what those things are.
Right.
You classify us into some sort of category as
dude, you've got to understand at a certain point.
To do with our lives.
Listen, world class. I'm going to tell you, this is life. Yeah. Life is a series of events. It's a learning journey. It's a never-ending learning journey. At some point, you have to take stock of why you do things.
Chris, just for your information, I don't
because why you do things is programmed.
Just so you know, I don't believe in God, and my mom hates me for that because
that's fine. That's
she doesn't hate me for that, but like, I don't believe in something.
That's fine, but eventually you will, and you'll have no choice.
Well, maybe I will, but that's when I'm dead.
No,
like
you won't.
Chris, if I die, let's put it this way: if I die, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, it's God. I'm sorry, buddy, that I didn't believe in you throughout my whole life. And if my God, according to your God, is the same God, then he'll forgive me and be like, okay, son, well, then you'll come into my kingdom. Correct? So then I go to heaven, too, just like the other fucking... Actually,
what I believe is going to happen here, and this is my own hypothesis, I believe because we have lived under the rule of Satan. Satan is the God of this world at this point in the game. Yeah. Even Yeshua has said so. Yeshua was Jesus' real Hebrew name, and I prefer to call him by his real Hebrew name, Yeshua. He indicated that there was a God of this world, and that was Satan. The point is it's amazing, world class, that everybody that's doing this, primarily, 90-odd%, don't believe in God and don't have good relationships with their fathers.
Well,
90-odd%.
I've never believed in God. Well, maybe when I was a little kid because I was forced to. Okay, never in my life.
Of course you don't. You're young. You're a young man. Why the fuck?
It's logical. It's logical.
It ain't logical, dude. If it was logical, listen.
Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in aliens?
Excuse me.
Do you believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens? Do I believe that there are other beings that do exist?
Well, then that proves my point right there, because I consider anybody who believes in aliens to be a little fucking crazy.
Dude, I don't believe in aliens. I believe in God. Do you know what the word believe in, that phrase, means?
Yeah, that means you have some sort of faith.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
So, long story short, hey, world class, long story short, you have to look at the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is there have been millions and millions and millions of mammals since the beginning of time. What is the possibility that only one species of mammal would be driving or riding bikes or going to the moon?
If this is important, if you think it's so important to explain how come humans are special, that they are the only ones that have intelligence,
I'm not saying
you explain to me how come it's so important that only platypuses are mammals that lay eggs.
I don't know. That's why I'm calling.
Yeah. There is no pre-planned reason. This is just the way it turned out.
If you roll the die, you get a result. There was no plan for that. There was no reason that it came up that way. That's just how it happened. This is the result of evolution up until this point in time. Give it another 100,000 years or 100 million years, and it'll be something completely different than what we have now. There's no plan on us or what's going to be here in 5 million years. Well, it's just happening.
It's not likely.
That's why we were born the way we were born, with fucking thumbs and a mind that just developed. Look at mathematics. How do you explain mathematics? Did that just come out of God? Did God give mathematics to us? Mathematics.
Hey, listen. I want you to think of
mathematics have evolved throughout the years. Before,
I want you to pick up.
1 plus 1 equals 1. Now all of a sudden we have things like discrete mathematics, trigonometry, and calculus.
You're incorrect.
What?
Pick up a book. It's a very short read.
Calculus.
It's a very short read. It's called Men of Science. It's called Men of Science, Men of God. Men of Science, Men of God. Men
So
of
what you're
science,
saying is
men of
calculus
God.
was around
Every
people were in
fucking
the
science.
Dark Ages?
Listen, every science, and by the way, nobody's perfect. I believe in God, but I'm not perfect. Actually, Yeshua said there is none good. No, not one. But if I could finish my scenario, this is what I believe is going to happen.
All right.
I believe that we're all going to get a second chance to live under the rule of God. So what's going to happen here is that we're going to see a whole bunch of crap coming down very soon. We're going to see this system that we call the world and the way it's run end. We're going to see 1,000 years. 1,000 years of no pain, suffering, or death.
Yeah.
And guess what? Then it says, the Bible, which means the book, it's biblios. That's English for biblios, Greek, means book. The book says that Satan will be loosed. He's going to be tied up for 1,000 years. He's going to be loosed on mankind again. At that point, you'll make your choice. See, God wants us to love Him. He wants us to love Him voluntarily. Now, He could change this all in a heartbeat, but what good would that be? He'd have all automatons, all robots.
You're talking to the wrong person about that shit, because let me tell you, I believe, like, if Satan showed himself, I'd probably go down there and hang out with him, because it's probably a better party down there.
Oh, so that's what you're about, partying. You got an 8-year-old son and you're about partying.
About partying? No, Chris, it's not about that. It's about being real life. Because according to anybody who is some sort of
God, guess who's going to win? Guess who's going to win? God made Satan. Guess who's going to win?
Satan. I'm going to put my money on. Hopefully.
God made. Let me repeat that. God made Satan.
Yeah, I know that. That's according to the stories. The stories. The same sort of stories that you believe history, Chris.
Dude, there's nobody else there's no other mammal that's ever gone to the moon.
Answer my question. Do you believe in history? Do you think history is 100% accurate? Any sort of, like, American history, let's put it that way. Do you think that's 100% accurate, American history? Chris? Did you hang up on me? You fucking son of a bitch. Chris, where are you?